What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Today we are reacting to the second Harry Potter pitch meeting, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. These pitch meetings are so fun. I've only seen one of them, but the guy's humor is just so unique. I've never seen. I love that goofy, overly satirical kind of vibe that he's doing. It reminds me a lot of like Steve Carell. You know, like the funny thing is that you don't ever kind of tip your hat to the camera, and that's how you make it funny. You genuinely create characters who believe that what they're saying is right, and that's where the comedy is, because we are the characters. We are the people to be like, no. I think the producer is kind of like that a little bit too, because the screenwriter, the one pitching it, is so overzealous and the one laying out the flaws but not pointing them out. And that's so great. I've never seen anything like this, but I know that these things are popular because god damn, there are millions of these things. So we're gonna check one off the list right now. Let's keep ruining my childhood. This is the pitch meeting for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Let's go.
So, you have some new Harry Potter for me? Yes, sir, I do. So the Dursleys have this very important business dinner, right? And Harry has to stop this wacky house elf from disrupting it. Oh. So this is like a Harry Potter sitcom spin-off? No, actually, it's a movie. Really? Yeah, see the mouth?
Yeah, you know, I never really realized just how insane those first few moments were. Like, it should be a sitcom. What the hell would a Harry Potter sitcom look like? Oh, to be so Full Housey. I can already feel it.
Servant Dobby shows up because he wants to stop Harry from returning to Hogwarts. He says something bad is being planned.
Rest in peace.
Dangerous. It will be. So after Dobby ruins this dinner, the Dursleys are sick of having Harry living in their house. So what do? Well, they make sure Harry can't leave their house. I see no problem with that logic, sure. But then Harry gets rescued by the Weasley kids in a flying car, so he escapes.
Oh my god, how did I never think of that? Everything they do for this kid, they hate, but they do everything that they possibly can to keep him in there. It's... God. My head is already hurting, and it's only like a few seconds into this.
Time for the Hogwarts Express. We'll actually see Dobby makes them miss the train, so they take the flying car to school and crash into the Whomping Willow. What's the Whomping Willow? It's just this tree they have at the school where if you get too close to it, it bludgeons you to death. Oh my god, why would they have that at a school? Well, in the next book we find out is to conceal a passageway for this werewolf to go transform. So put a spell or something. Isn't there a concealing spell? Yeah, I mean, probably, but they go with tree that might punch a child to death. Jeez. And then the car drives itself off into the forbidden forest, because I guess it has a mind of its own.
I swear to God. This is what I'm talking about. Like just his delivery, the lines that he wrote. It's like tree that if you get too close to it, it bludgeons you to death. And like, yeah, no, they could have done a spell, but they choose a tree that could punch a child to death. Yeah, this school does not give a fuck about its kids' security and safety, let alone their testing.
Its own. Oh, it does? Yeah, well, wizards seem to have this casual, godlike power to spontaneously create life. Like Ron makes a bunch of slugs, Malfoy makes a snake. Oh, that has massive moral implications. No, it doesn't. Oh, all right. So there's this new defense against the dark arts teacher, Gilderoy Lockhart, right? And what's his deal? Well, he's this super famous wizard who wrote a bunch of books about his encounters with dark creatures, except he's a fraud. He didn't do any of it. Why would a celebrity accept a job teaching things he doesn't know and risk being exposed?
Thank you.
I don't know. Well, okay then.
I caught that one at
least. Throughout the school year, there's this mysterious monster going around the school, and it petrifies some students and a cat and Hermione.
She was made of wax in that one.
Oh no. Yeah, and so people are trying to figure out what it is, right? Wow, well thank God they have those talking portraits all over the school. One of them must have seen something.
Right?
No. All right. And so the only way to unpetrify these people is to make this potion using mandrakes, but they take a while to mature. And how are they planning on unpetrifying the ghost? Oh, off screen. Oh, perfect.
Oh my
so
God.
Everybody's trying to figure out who's responsible for this.
My
God.
God.
And people suspect Harry. How come? Oh, the whole school sees him during a silent night walk. You know, when you walk with your whole school through the hallways silently together?
Yep.
That's not a thing.
I always thought that was the weirdest thing. It's just like made conveniently to just have the entire school walk up and see him in front of Mrs. Norris and the bloody print on the wall. I always thought that was so weird. But like, thank you, Ryan George, for picking that up. I appreciate it. We're connected.
It might be, and then also Hagrid gets blamed, so he gets sent to Azkaban prison. Oh no. Yeah, so he tells Harry and Ron to go talk to a giant spider in the forest. Seems dangerous, kind of messed up that he sent them there.
Right.
So this giant spider's like, yeah, Hagrid's innocent. I guess that's why he sent you, to clear his own name. Anyway, now my children will eat you.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be hard to get out of that situation. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely
an
an
inconvenience.
Oh really? Yeah, because out of nowhere that magic car shows up, because it can think for itself, which isn't a horrifying thought, I guess.
Super
Machina ex
convenient.
machina, as the Italians would say. They wouldn't say that. So eventually we find out that Ginny is actually being manipulated by the diary of Voldemort. She's the bad guy. Yeah, so she's the one who opened this Chamber of Secrets place in the school and set the monster free. And so what is this monster? It's called a Basilisk, and it's this massive snake that was moving.
Fun fact, not fun fact. The Basilisk terrified me as a kid. That thing is pretty damn scary for like early 2000s. Like, they did an alright job with it, but I'm interested in seeing him rip holes in this too.
Through the school's plumbing. Jeez, how big are the school's pipes? Well, these wizard kids eat a lot, sir.
All right, I can get that one. I can get that. He's a fucking big snake. And if you make eye contact
with a basilisk, you die. But everybody sighed indirectly, so they were petrified. And the giant snake doesn't eat anyone afterwards? No, it just spooks them, then back to the poop tubes.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. All right, I instantly retract what I said about the Basilisk. There's a lot of plot holes in it. Yeah, it never, ever saw anybody except for Moaning Myrtle, right? Everybody else it just saw in a reflection, which means it's not very good at, like, really being seen. Or everybody just Hogwarts is just filled with reflective material. I'm gonna go with the latter.
Got it. And so how did they figure all this out? Well, one day Ginny had decided to dispose of the diary by throwing it in a toilet. That is how people get rid of books. Then Harry found the book, so obviously he kept it. Can't blame him. Toilet books are tight. And so Harry DMs with Voldemort for a little bit because his 16-year-old self is preserved in the diary. A little chat sesh with Voldy, sure. So eventually Harry and Ron head into the Chamber of Secrets with Professor Lockhart because Ginny's been taken down there. Oh, that seems like the worst teacher they could bring. Yeah, and he is, because he tries to erase their memories to take credit for all their bravery. Does it work?
No. But to be fair, like, they didn't know that he was a fraud yet until like the very end, right? Yeah. And then, well, actually, no, they found out he was a fraud, and then they took him down. Well, that's not smart.
He uses Ron's broken wand, so it backfires and he erases his own memory.
There you go.
Which is perfect, because now Ron can stay back with him. Why is that a good thing? Well, because Harry's the main character, and it's cooler if he goes alone. That is true. So then Harry meets Voldemort,
that's smart.
Except he used
Good
to go
job,
by
JK.
Tom Riddle, and he shows Harry some cool wordplay he did to come up with his name. Two guys in robes doing wordplay in a basement. It's kind of crazy that this is going to make like $1 billion. Well, it does get a little more exciting, sir, because Harry has to fight a basilisk now. Oh man, it's going to be hard to stand a chance against that thing. Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
We get two.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Because Dumbledore's Phoenix Fox shows up out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
He pokes the basilisk's eyes out and gives Harry a sword and heals him when he gets hurt. Should this maybe be called Fox in the Chamber of Secrets? Seems like he's taking care of pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Harry does a couple things.
That's a good point.
He stabs the snake and he stabs a book. A very stabby wizard. What else does he stab? That's it for the stabbing. Oh. And so Dumbledore's so happy that Harry killed a snake and stabbed a book that he cancels everybody's exams. This guy doesn't give a crap about their education. Not really, no. Sick. Oh, and also we find out that Draco's father, Lucius, is the one who slipped the diary to Ginny at the beginning of the movie. Very sneaky. It is. And then Harry tricks Lucius into setting his house elf Dobby free. How does he manage that? Well, see, the only way to set a house elf free is to present it with clothing, right? Okay. So Harry hides a sock inside a book that he gives to Lucius, so when he gives it to Dobby, he technically gives him clothing. Oh, so it's literally if you accidentally hand them clothes, they're free. It would seem so, sir. And that makes for a super complicated laundry day. Yeah, I guess it does. So then Lucius is so mad, he tries to murder Harry, but Dobby jumps in and saves the day. Oh, is he just gonna use a death curse on an 11-year-old on school grounds? Yes, this guy's hardcore. He is, but Dobby saves the day, so that's nice. So why was Dobby specifically warning Harry at the beginning of the movie? Seems like a bunch of people were in danger. Well, Harry's the main character. That's a good point. Wow, well, I kind of like this Dobby character. I know, right? But don't get too attached. I think JK's gonna kill all the cute ones. Oh my god, no.
Yep. Rest in peace, Dobby. God, he's just such a natural at pointing out all the plot holes, all the little contrivances, all the little convenient things, like someone with plot armor or something just having absolutely no reason for being there, and weird consequences like Dumbledore canceling all of, the tests and everything. You could definitely tell that, JK is catering towards a child market, because what's the biggest dream a kid could have if not having all of their classes canceled, for fighting a giant snake? I mean, maybe like for me as like a boy, I remember like when I was a kid, I would come home with like snakes like attached to my finger, and I'd be so proud of it. But maybe maybe I was just a weird kid. Anyway, that was so great. I'm actually really enjoying him tearing apart my childhood. Like I wasn't sure about it before, because I love these movies. I genuinely love these movies, but it's so refreshing to look at it with different eyes, especially now in the profession that I'm in, being able to look at these and realize, yeah, no, that didn't make any sense at all. We got 2 super easy barely and inconveniences this time. I'm probably gonna play a game to see where I think he'll say it in each movie coming up. That could be kind of fun. I actually didn't think about the whole Dobby thing at the end, where not only was Lucius gonna kill Harry on school grounds, but at the same time, freeing Dobby, he just gave him a sock. I think I registered it when I was a kid and was like, oh, he just gave him a sock in a book, which is really stretching it. But like, house elf. They're a house elf. They have to do laundry. So if you're just like, oh, Harold, can you wash this? Oh, come to think of it, Mrs. Weasley did all the laundry with magic. She did all the everything with magic. So I guess you wouldn't even really need a house elf for it. So thanks so much for watching, guys. The pitch meeting for Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is coming soon. If you like this video, please, I urge you, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Check out everything else we got going on in the channel. Check out merch. Check out our Patreon. From one artist to another. Stay creative, and I'll see you again.